doesn't give us a countdown. 3, 2, 1. You're live. I got my happy hour glasses on.
My phone telling me you're live.
Yeah, we are live. What is going on, guys? Welcome to happy hour.
Oh, sorry. There. That's better. Forgot about the whole volume thing.
The hour that is so cool, you have to wear shades. And you have to have a drink.
Indoors even.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. It has not been the week to wear sunglasses. It just has not. It's been kind of cloudy and kind of gloomy, nautical almost. We had rain for a couple nights, and wow, I'm waiting for my phone to catch up.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. It's not catching up. How are you guys doing? Coming to you from Tucson, Arizona, from the
Desert Diamond.
Desert Diamond.
I'm always telling you where we're at.
That's why she's the navigator.
Desert Diamond Casino.
The only reason that I could tell where I was at when I was up in Phoenix and Miss Karen was gone was I was in one place.
See?
I didn't really move around. See, there's method to my madness.
There is this thing on your phone called GPS. It will even tell you exactly where you're at.
I know, it tells you exactly where we're at.
Yeah.
All I have to do is drive. So Tom and Lori are in the house. Welcome, guys. Who else? Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly's here.
Keep on RVing.
Oh, there's Scott and Shauna. Jant's road tripping are here. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Yeah. Miss you.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's recap. Last week, we had the dilemma of the box. So we'll just tackle that one right out of the gate. I did make a video, and we took the box and we took one of the address labels out of the mail on the box. We taped it up. We taped it to the top of the box, and we took it over to the address. It was a local Maricopa address, and we left it on his doorstep. That's what we did.
Not really.
Not really? No. So you guys talked me out of going through the box, which I am very thankful for. We did have rubber gloves. We did have a plastic bag. Miss Karen had all of that waiting. Just in case you guys were going to make me go through the box and go, and we were going to out the guy. No, we didn't. Everybody voted that we just go ahead and take care of it. And I think somebody said, once a piggy, always a piggy, and you're not going to change whoever that person was. So even public humiliation would not stop them from being a piggy later on down the road. So we always try to do the right thing. We did on the box. And if you're not familiar, the box was it contained a brand new toilet, originally RV toilet, that somebody apparently had swapped out in their rig. And well, where they got this toilet from was Norris RV in Casa Grande. And Casa Grande was we had to go right through Casa Grande. I called them up on the phone and explained the situation, that somebody had left this behind, and they said, absolutely, just stop on by, pull up to our dumpster, and just throw it in the dumpster. No big deal, no harm, no foul. And that's what we did. So thanks and shout out to Norris RV in Casa Grande. We didn't have anything to buy from them, and we were kind of in the middle of traveling, so we did not stop and get anything. But But we will now knowing where they're at and having that little bit of tidbit of information. If we need anything RV related, we'll go to Norris and kind of show
show the love.
show the love back to them. So
yeah, forward, I guess.
So that's what happened with the box. I did not go through it. We did have a problem though with it. It had ants crawling around in it because apparently he had left food items. Of course. And yeah, so we couldn't put it inside the truck. And of course, we do have a pickup truck that we tow full time behind us, but it's got big motorcycles in the back of it. It's kind of full. So we had to try to figure out how to get this in the back of the truck.
You should have seen it.
Really? Really?
All strapped on there. I was afraid it was going to fall off the back on the way down there.
I had it strapped down with 2 straps. It was not going to.
Too funny.
It was not going to. It didn't fall out. It made it all the way there, and stayed closed, so there wasn't trash blowing all over the way.
With somebody else's name on it.
Yes.
Too funny.
So we have another update for you guys, and I told you last week if you were on the live, we would update you and keep you updated on our stickers. We have ordered stickers, and Miss Karen let the cat out of the bag on our Facebook page. So if you've already seen the Facebook page, you've already seen our sticker. But a little later on, if you guys are interested, I will give you a screenshot of our stickers. It takes about 2 weeks to get them. We have ordered them, we have proofed them, and they are making them, and they will send them to Sedona, where we're going to Verde Valley in Sedona, and we just went ahead, since that's where we're going to be in 2 weeks, had it shipped there. So we don't get those until about the 10th, but we'll definitely be sharing stickers with you guys when those come in. And I don't know, should I show the stickers now?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to see the stickers now? I don't think they want to see the stickers. Nobody's saying anything. So I don't.
Well,
so what?
Scott and Shauna said woohoo stickers.
They said woohoo stickers, but they don't want to see them.
And they said yes, please.
Yes.
And Nellie says yes! Exclamation.
Okay, a little background on this sticker. Miss Karen was the designer on this sticker, and it is one of our photos in the sticker that Miss Karen made and made into this. So let me see if I can pull it up here. Home on the Road has subscribed.
They are in the room tonight.
Welcome, you guys. Welcome. Let me see if
Rick and Dawn, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Rick and Dawn.
Yeah. Screenshot, please.
Screenshot, please. All right.
An autographed one, please. All right then.
All right. Are you guys ready? There is. Let's see if we can get it up there to where you guys can see it. That is one of our sunset photos in Quartzsite, Arizona, where we were at. Did we not have the perfect cactus there for those photos?
That is our cactus. Right?
That is our cactus. We're going to go ahead and adopt that as our official cactus, because it just happened that I parked there, and we found it a couple days later, and it was the perfect picturesque cactus for sunsets.
So if you peek in the mirror over there, the sun is going down right now, and we can see it through the mirror back that way, but it's too cold.
Yes, why are we not outside?
It's too cold to be outside.
It is.
I'm sorry, guys.
She's whining because it's 60 degrees outside and it's too cold.
Scott and Shauna said Rick and Don are sitting with us and Tari all in the same plane.
Oh, cheers, you guys. Welcome. Glad to have you along.
Chad is scrolling something.
Oh, gotcha.
Really cool looking, looks great. Love the sticker. Great job.
Yeah.
That's us. We're
Thank
here
you,
with the
guys.
gang. In our spot is where they're parked.
Is that where you guys are at? We're gonna start charging for that. You know, there might be some copyright infringement if you take any pictures of sunsets with the cactus in the background too. So we'll have to work out something there.
Everybody's favorite cactus.
No, yes, that was the perfect cactus, but
yeah, they're curious about the video of the box. When are you gonna get the video out of the box?
We're gonna, we got here, and so Miss Karen's son and daughter-in-law live here in Tucson, and we have spent so much time visiting with them, and
honestly, I'm kind of tired.
Yeah.
We stayed up late playing what?
Oh, Mexican train. Yeah.
And then went to the museum and walked around for hours. So, yeah.
We were up until midnight playing Mexican Train, which I've heard some other people complain that they have also been up till way late. We take no responsibility for that. We do, however, take responsibility for us because we just continued playing all the way through.
I know, we didn't stop.
Oh. So what else have we got on the...
Laura says it's too late on the picture copyright. Mexican Train is addictive.
Yes, it is. We had the video of the Dwarf Car Museum, and that was one of the last ones that we kicked out. And that was so much fun. Let me tell you, that was just a unique find, and really we had no idea what we were going to run into when we found that, and I couldn't have been more blown away.
Yeah, we kind of talked about going, and it's like, oh yeah, small cars, okay, sure. You get there and you're like, oh my god, it's so tiny, how do you get in there? And the detail inside was amazing.
Yeah, I to see somebody, it's not unusual to see a car museum with full-size cars in them that people have restored and had, done that kind of work. Ernie Adams is the name of the artist. I say artist. Yeah. And he actually hand makes all of the parts for his cars, and he spies them in the junkyard, more or less. Clocks and dashes, everything is smaller, and he has an eye for watching for those smaller ones that not only fit with the general year of the car, but also are smaller, that will fit in and look normal and look right on the dash. There wasn't one of those cars that we didn't look in that that didn't look right or looked too modern, or no, they all looked amazingly original, all the way down to the clock in the dash, which they used to do years ago. I know I'm dating myself when I say that. No, it wasn't digital. They actually had two hands. The clocks were working, and he would spy small clocks that he knew would work well for his cars, and that's what he would use to put on. It was just fascinating to see.
And totally drivable.
Oh yeah.
Every one of them was totally usable if you were not Dave.
Yeah.
You're a small person.
6'5", unless it was in convertible, I was not going to fit into that car. There was just no way.
His knees would be under his chin.
But it was really neat. That was really a lot of fun.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and he didn't charge. He doesn't charge anything to go to his museum. I kind of thought when we were heading out there, maybe there would be one person or two people there at most. No, the parking lot was full, guys. I mean, there were people wandering around everywhere, inside, outside, and the parking lot was full,
That's
and
cool.
that was really
It
neat.
is definitely worth a stop.
Yeah, yeah, definitely worth the stop. So, what else have we got? We have the museum. So today we did the Pima Air Museum.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um, so a little bit about the Pima Air Museum. Um, so you've seen on TV, you've seen the aircraft boneyard, more or less, of air military aircraft, um, parked out in the desert, thousands of them. And I've looked at the satellite images. Really an amazing sight. Acres and acres and acres and thousands of planes. And some of them mothballed, so they're not technically not working. They've just been wrapped up and put away for storage. Some of them are literally being pieced apart by mechanics for the use of those parts in other planes, military wise. Well, they started this boneyard many, many years ago. I can't remember, 40s or 50s. And they used to park the planes along the road so the people of Tucson could drive down the road and they could see the planes and the rows and rows of military planes. And apparently it was quite the sight. So much the sight that the Tucson City Council, um, brass for the base here, said, okay, you guys have had your fun. We need to scrap these planes, refrigerator parts out of them. I have no idea. Parts Ernie Adams probably has in some of his cars. All right.
Would not doubt that.
But
Yeah.
the city council said, hey, can we have some of those planes? And the military graciously said, sure, why not? So, right across the street, the Pima Museum, the Pima Air, what is it, Air and Space?
Yeah.
The Pima Air and Space Museum was born. And they even we saw the first plane that they ever got. And boy, I'll tell you what, they've sure gotten a lot more since then. We saw
Oh, gee.
SR-71 Blackbirds, B-50, B-51, B-52, B-1s,
B-26, B-29,
B-26, B-17s.
B-17.
We've been so beat out today, it's hard to remember all the planes.
Oh my God.
A beautiful, beautiful display of B-17, and they go into the history. One of the walls is signed by a lot of the B-17 crew. That was amazing. It goes 20 feet up. I mean, I don't know how anybody signs it now. They have to get out the ladder, I suppose.
Well, yeah.
But if you were a B-17 crew member, um, you can sign on that wall. You're just gonna have to climb a ladder to do it. Uh, but every kind of aircraft, inside, outside, we saw aircraft we've never seen before. I mean, ugly aircraft too. There was some aircraft
Oh,
there that was so ugly I just can't even imagine.
was it the giant guppy?
The Guppy, yes, it was a cargo plane for something. It is the ugliest plane in the world, and I don't even know how that thing flew,
It didn't look like it could fly.
but apparently it did,
It was like bulbous.
and they've got one. Um, they had planes that looked like a caterpillar. There was just every kind of plane there. So many planes that after about 3 hours we got tired of looking at planes.
Oh.
It's like, okay, get us back to the parking lot. We have to go now. I ran out on my SD card on the GoPro, so when we do that video, we'll have to do some sort of ending
Yeah.
for it because I literally ran out of SD card room. So many, so many. Great fun, great place to go. About $16 a piece, I think it was, to get in. They give a discount um, for active military and for Tucson residents. So that worked out well for Karen's son. He's both active and a resident. So I don't know. Did he get double the discount to get in?
I don't know.
I
You
don't,
ended
I
up with
don't
the
know.
receipt, so you'd have to look at it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well worth it, though. It was well worth it.
Yes, absolutely.
So Lori has a question for you.
Okay.
Now that the sun has set,
Yes.
can you see Venus?
Oh, no. No.
Personal joke.
This is an inside joke. Do we really have to go and hang out with them again? We are going back to Action Casino, and I think we're going to meet up with Tom and Lori, so we're looking forward to meeting with you. But
They razz him so much. Love it, Lori.
Oh.
Too funny.
Oh.
So yeah, from here we're going back up to Action Casino, hang out for a few days before we head on. So.
To Sedona.
Yeah. So.
And we're really looking forward to Sedona. Last time we were there about 2 years ago, and we only got about 5 days there. And unfortunately, when you only get about 5 days, you're kind of chilling after the first day, second day. And finally, it was like the fourth day, we finally felt like going out and seeing some of Sedona, and we so regretted that.
So much.
It was so much. There's so much more we wanted to see, and really, ever since that day, I've wanted to get back to Sedona and check that out. This time we get 12 days. We had 12 days in Sedona. Really looking forward to that. Hopefully the weather is good.
Weather depending, of course.
Yes. Yes. So. Oh.
Only hope.
Yeah. What have we got for questions out there? Anything?
Lots of comments. Not much in the way of questions.
Okay. All right.
Sticker comments.
So you guys like the stickers? We'll be handing those out, and I don't know if we can mail them to everybody. You know what? There's not that many of you here, so if you want a sticker, write to us. OurEndeavor for you, number 4U at gmail.com, and let us know you want a sticker and your address, and we'll send that out to you. And we would love to do that. We spent 2.5 years before we got stickers, right?
Decided on anything.
You know, basically we've done it just because we love doing this. We love sharing, and but everybody else made us jealous with all their stickers.
Yeah,
yeah. So it's like, okay, we need stickers. So.
Yep. There you go. So I got myself busy and put together a logo.
Yeah. I was in Oregon, and Miss Karen was back here, and I told her work on videos, and she said no, I'm working on stickers. So that's the reason why you didn't get any videos when I was gone.
Really? You're gonna go there? We got a question. Whoa, Nelly wants to know: do you boondock in Sedona or stay at a campground?
Oh, we are going to Verde Valley, which is one of the only 1,000 trails in Arizona. And where they are at, though, they used to have a BLM camping area right outside the gates, literally.
The gate was boondocking.
Yeah, they're right alongside the road going in there. Is BLM land. They haven't changed that. I haven't seen it yet. It'll be interesting to see. I heard that they closed that though for
rumors.
yeah. So
true? We don't know.
But when we were there last time, we ran into Camper Van Kevin and some other YouTubers that were down on that little spot of land. It's only about 5 miles from Sedona. Is that about right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we're not opposed to boondocking, and 2 years ago we would have, except we still had reservations for Las Vegas, and we still wanted to see Oatman. And was that the year we went to Grand Canyon? So I think we hit Grand Canyon, and then we hit Oatman,
Yeah, that was the same year.
and then we went up to Las Vegas.
I'm like, was it?
And that was like 7 days, I think. So we really kind of had to pack in the travel to make all of that happen in 7 days and still make our reservation in Las Vegas. So
Marcy's pointing out that she says, "Wait a minute, Dave. I was painting rocks to trade for grapefruit, which is very important."
that was.
Good one.
All you women stick together. What's up with that?
We're like a club.
Is that it? Is it the women's club? Oh man.
Anyway, so
And she ate
that'll do into the 1,000 trails. If you want to talk about how
Oh,
many days we stayed.
we did.
He
So
was tallying up.
I was tallying up. I was looking at our 1,000 trails. We don't have any 1,000 trails reservations until after March 1st. March 1st is kind of our anniversary date for 1,000 trails. That's when we start a new year with them. And so it's fun to kind of go back and see how many days. Now, the year before last, we did 161 days in 1,000 trails. And I think our cost outlay was somewhere in the neighborhood of $750.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about the same, our same outlay for last year, about $750 ish, because we do have the trails collection. We do have the regular 1,000 trails zone pass.
We have like 3 zones.
Yeah, we added on 2 zones. We added on we have northwest, southwest, and southeast. And then with the trails collection, that is countrywide. And we will still be doing that again for this year. But this last year, up till coming up this March 1st, we will have 141 days in 1,000 trails for last year. And that does include the encores, and we spent a lot of time at encores down in Florida.
Yeah.
There's only about 2 or 3.
There's 3,000 trails in Florida.
Yeah. And
there's like 20 some encores.
Yeah, so the encores were really easy to get. You almost were always around an encore. So as we looped around Florida, we just hit encore after encore after encore. It made the journey around Florida amazing. There was one place where we did pay. Some of the encores are not totally free. They charge $20 per night. Well worth it though. All considering we don't do that all the time. And that was Miami. We were trying to get as close to the Keys as we could. We could not get anything down on the Keys. Apparently, you have to make your reservations about a year in advance to get the Keys, which we will do absolutely next time. Yeah.
We'll plan it ahead. Yeah.
And yeah,
a state camp or something like
yeah, either a state park or something like that. That was a lot of fun going down. We just drove down to the Keys from Miami. It was about 150 miles round trip, or no, one way. It was about it was about 3 hour drive down and 3 hour drive back to Key West. So long drive, but just totally beautiful.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, and we would love to actually spend some time on the Keys. And so the next time we go to Florida, uh, we'll be we'll be looking at that a year in advance and making sure that we get at least one of the state parks. There are about three Encore resorts down on the Keys. I don't know who you have to pay to get a reservation there, but nobody I know has ever been able to get a reservation down on the Keys.
Right.
So I have a feeling that if you wanted to stay there, you're probably going to end up paying. And at a minimum, they've got to be about 150 bucks a night.
Yeah, that'd be
It's kind
a
of
fair
the
guess.
yeah.
Maybe more.
Yeah. Now the state parks down there are not there. I think they're more moderately priced. I'm still guessing they're probably about 50 bucks a night, but still would be well worth it to spend a couple weeks down on the Keys. So that will definitely be one thing that we're looking at
Future
for
plan.
future.
Yeah.
Next winter we're hitting up Texas, so we could probably skip a stone across the Gulf, but I don't think that's as close as we're going to get to the Keys. So,
Yeah. No.
you don't think I could skip a stone that far? Probably not.
No.
No. No.
Justin and Christina have joined us.
Justin, Christina, welcome back.
Oh, and your brother's here. He says, "Yo, bro."
Oh, my brother, how you doing? The newest RV full timer.
Full timer, almost.
Yes.
Soon to be.
He was not with us last week, but I told him that I ratted him out and told you guys that he was going full time. So,
Love it. Welcome to the full time.
yep, absolutely. So our immediate plans, though, between now and June, the only thing, plans on for our full-time RVers that travel is kind of fluid. It's kind of it's yeah, you kind of pour the water, but the idea,
Question
yeah.
for you. Nelly wants to know if you have countrywide, do you still need the zones? With
Okay.
the trails collection, do you need zones?
Yeah, that's a good question. So to get the trails collection, it is an add-on to the either a full membership to 1,000 Trails, which we do not have, or Zone Pass. So you have to have one of those two.
One zone, right?
At least one zone. And then you can pay the extra. And I think it went up this year. It's $300. When we first got in on it, it was $200. And I don't know if they're going to raise us up to 300 now for this year. They probably will.
They probably will.
As far as I'm concerned, still well worth it.
Yeah, if you spend enough time in Arizona, a lot of them are Encores, or Florida, most of them are Encores.
Yeah.
And a lot of other places. If you want more places to stay, the Encores are nice places.
Even here in Arizona. Okay, to give you an idea, Arizona, Miss Karen was back at Monte Vista, and we kicked out that video. Love Monte Vista. It's one of our favorites around the country. Beautiful, beautiful park. And if you have the Trails collection, I highly suggest you go. If you don't have the Trails collection and you just decide to go there, it is about $75 a night. For the 14 days that we were there, actually Miss Karen was there, it would have been over $1,000. Now I do think they have a weekly rate that you can get in on. But that's not unheard of. Even in Bend, Oregon, where we're from, we had places that were $1,500-$1,600 a month. So that would be very comparable in price to even those in Bend, Oregon. So, I can tell you right now, it wasn't half of what Monte Vista was. So, highly recommend. Favorite, near as we've traveled to a lot of them, guys. I mean, we've been to a lot of them, and it is probably the nicest one that we've gone to. So
it's amazing.
yeah.
Some fantastic pools and hot tubs.
Oh yeah, and so much to do, including while I was there, I used their wood shop to modify a couple of drawers that we have, and we had one drawer back in the back bedroom. For some reason, was about 6 7 inches shorter than the other drawer that was right up above it. Except there's all kinds of room in there. There's plenty of room to put a full size drawer in there. We don't know why this drawer was 6 inches shorter than the one just up above it, but I went ahead and borrowed their wood shop, and it took me all of about 10 minutes with the table saw, and I had all the parts that I needed to rebuild that drawer into um, the same size drawer as the one up above. I did the same thing with one up front here. The sides on the drawer up here were really short. Again, used their wood shop and made made that drawer about 6 inches and made it a usable drawer.
So
But
the stuff wouldn't keep falling out of it.
yeah, no, a woodworking artist I am not, but when we went into the wood shop there at Monte Vista, we saw some really beautiful, not only lathe work, but we saw the paddles from the pickleball.
Pickleball and
Yeah,
other people's all kinds of cool things they've made.
yeah. But when you're traveling full time, you don't have a garage, you don't have a wood shop, and so a lot of these places when they have these, I try to take advantage. We haven't done half of what they have there
Yep,
at Monte
close.
Vista.
Yeah.
We did make cups once upon a time. Those are on a video, aren't they? Did we put
In
those on
the
a video?
ceramic shop, we made cups for each other.
We did.
Coffee cups.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't have that here.
Oh, well, because it's not as deep.
It's not
as
as
big as that.
it's not as big as this one, and
That holds like 5 coffee
this
cups.
is the happy hour cup. I kind of need this. So
So keep on RV and said maybe memberships, Thousand Trail memberships that can book 6 months out for the Thousand Trails in the Keys.
yeah, maybe it. That absolutely is what it would take. Um, I know that every time that I tried to approach the subject, call or anything else, it's like, oh no, yeah, you just got a Zoom pass. It's not gonna happen. So,
Unless you can catch somebody who cancels at the last second.
but now if
And you call the day they cancel.
right,
Yeah.
right, but if you do have one of the full memberships with Thousand Trails, it's spendy. But if you do have one, you can stay longer. We can only stay 14 days. With the larger memberships, you can stay 21 days. Some of them are 28 days. And those allow you to go park to park as well. We have to wait 7 days out. So we're typically boondocking or traveling for 7 days to our next one. And that's kind of how we work it. So it works out well and has worked out well for us. I can't see us changing our Thousand Trails, nor will we drop it. Not at all. Yeah, couldn't even imagine it. Couldn't imagine it. I know at 161 days, I think it brought our cost per night at each one of these parks down to about $4.73.
Yeah.
I think I added up one time about 473. This year we didn't stay at as many because we did a lot of boondocking. We also stayed at my brother's up in New Hampshire, and so we didn't do as many days. So I'll still bet you that's still less than $7 a night.
Probably.
Yeah,
and you can't beat that.
No,
you just can't beat that.
You really can't do it. So,
okay. Scott and Shauna, yay!
You guys taking off? Those guys are taking
off.
Go. All right.
Jim, how long will we be at Ak-Chin? We're gonna go out there tomorrow, and we're gonna be 4 days.
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah, we don't have to be up in Sedona until
yeah, you scheduled that.
6th, I think, of March. So it's going to take us about 3 days traveling up there. We'll stop and see things along the way. So yeah, we'll be at Action for
A
at
few
least
days.
a few days.
And Justin and Christina, 28 days doesn't exist anymore unless you buy a used membership.
Is that right?
Did not know that.
I did not know that either. I thought if you had enough money and could buy the top of the line membership with them, you could still get that 28 days. But
They say, yeah, now they only offer 21 days.
Okay, 21 days. That's still a lot of time. So
in one place.
In one place. So here's our feeling on it. About 10 days in on any stay, we typically will stay 14 days. About 10 days in on that stay, we start knowing the street names. We start knowing how to get to the store. We no longer need GPS to go and get gas or go get, and that's usually our telltale signs. We've been there too long, and we're typically looking for the next place that we're going. And without exception, that's kind of
time to move on.
Yeah. After about 10 days, for us anyway, we're ready to move on.
For the 14 days, because we have it. But at that point, we're like, we're gone.
Yeah.
Now, Keep On RVing said they were just offered a 28-day new plan last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that maybe if you want the 28-day plan, it may be something to look into. It's the first day I heard that they dropped it.
I don't know.
But since we're at the lowly bottom of the Thousand Trails barrel, we like the zone pass. We don't have a commitment to continue it. If we decide at any point, hey, we're done traveling, we no longer want the Thousand Trails, we can just cancel it. With the big membership, I don't know what kind of options you have. I think you have to sell it. I think you.
Do you really?
I think so. Yeah. I don't. Either that or you just quit it and cancel it with them. But then you're giving up what? I mean, new. Those are like $6,000 investments. So
that's quite a bit.
That would be a big investment to walk away from. Yeah. So the other thing about the big memberships, you still end up having to pay that yearly fee. Yeah. $575 or whatever it is for that year. And for us, it just makes sense. We don't want to stay there 21 days or 28 days. And would it be nice to have 120 days reservation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the plus.
That would be nice. That would be nice. But is it nice enough to justify a $6,000 investment in Thousand Trails?
Not for us.
I don't know.
So Whoa Nelly says they get antsy in about 10 days also.
Yeah.
And Keep On RVing, Thousand Trails 28-day new plan is Ultimate Odyssey. Includes a 180-day booking window.
There you go.
That's how you get
down in the Keys. That's how you get down in the Keys, folks, right there. Yeah, for us, the zone pass works just fine.
Shelby Sweeney's here tonight. Says we bought pre-owned from CMO. It works for us. 120 day reservation window.
Yeah, CMO. Remind me again. That was something membership outlet. Camp membership outlet. Camping. I've heard them before. I've heard them recommended. So good on you. I think if I were going to buy a used membership, that's exactly who I would go through. There are over 300 Thousand Trails memberships out there, and knowing the ins and outs of each one of them, I just don't even know who, CMO Camping membership outlet, they keep track of all that. They know the memberships inside and out. And typically you're going to pay about half of what a regular membership costs, and it might be worth it to you. Um, I know there's a couple of sticklers with buying a used membership. Some of the benefits don't carry over to the next buyer, and so that could be a sticking point. But someplace like Camping Memberships Outlet can explain those to you and see if that is so, if that works for you, and that would absolutely be the way that I would go. The next best way you can get it is it's willed to you from your grandparents, or and it can be passed and transferred on to family members, and of course, then you're going to get whatever it is that you get. But I think that it retains um, some of its benefits that normally would have been lost in a sale. So
There you go. Yeah, Justin and Christina, maybe that's why they took out the old 28-day to bring in the new 28-day membership. Yeah,
yeah, it was very good.
that's
Yeah.
a pretty good possibility.
Can we just say really quick too, if you are thinking about doing a Thousand Trails membership, definitely, it doesn't have to be us, but definitely give the referral to somebody, your favorite YouTuber, us, or somebody that you really like us. Um, but if you give us a referral when you buy yours, it's not going to cost you anything more, but they'll send us a a little bit, a little bit of money that I think
A referral fee.
yeah,
Kind of
it's
thing,
yeah.
or whatever.
And I think it was an Amazon card last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's okay. We buy stuff on Amazon all the time. So yeah, definitely show the love and pass it on. And how do you do that? Contact contact us. Just email us. We'll give you our member number. Don't worry, it's I'd say it on here, but I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah.
But
It's
it's not like you can do anything. There's nothing nefarious that somebody could do with your member number except give you a reference, and that way when you buy, somebody else will get a little something for you know
yeah, sure.
for encouraging you along.
Yeah, Shelby says it depends on what you want and need. CMO can send you the options with the list of features.
Hmm.
And she talks to Kim over there at CMO.
Okay, Kim at CMO just got a shout out.
Yeah.
So good.
Keep on RV and says we have a camping pass with the trails collection and the 2 zones we know we will visit. If we upgrade, we will look at used near the end of our current deal.
Yeah, so you can also add on zones, which we have done, and like $50 to add on a zone.
Yes.
No big deal. You can also, I believe, change those zones at the end of your term. You'd have to contact Thousand Trails and say, I don't want this zone anymore, or I want to switch this zone for this zone. And I believe they will do that for you. Don't quote me on that, but I believe they'll also drop those zones if you no longer want those zones on there. We're keeping the ones that we've got just because it it the northwest, southwest, and southeast work out well for us.
They do.
So, but depending on where you live, you know, you may want all of them. I don't know. I think it's still a pretty good deal though, even if you just got the zone pass and added on all the zones. I think there's only about 5 zones.
If you use it often enough, it's super cheap. So
Yeah. But the big one is that trails collection.
yeah, all those encore parks.
That adds like 109, not just parks. They're more than the Thousand Trails. They're resorts.
Yeah.
So some of them are really nice. There are a couple of dumps, I know, because we stayed at them.
Yeah.
but most of them are all resorts, including pools, lakes, uh, um, everything that you'd come to expect from a resort. Sometimes cafes, stores,
Yep.
stuff that you just normally wouldn't see at a campground, which is what Thousand Trails typically is. It's a glorified campground, mind you.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, because most of your Thousand Trails have pools, hot tubs. You're not going to see that at your standard Forest Service campground.
Yeah.
So,
And we love the hot tubs.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite things.
Yeah, the other thing that you don't pay extra for doing it this way is your power. And I'm not sure how to put that into a video, but um, we typically use somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 kilowatts per 2 week period. A lot of these sites that you go to actually do have a power meter. They do, I usually snap a picture of them before I even plug in the coach. And then when I unplug the coach when we're leaving, I'll snap another picture of it. And we've typically used anywhere between 400 and 500 kilowatts of power.
Just to know.
Yeah,
Just so you know.
depending on what the electricity rates are in your area, that's usually anywhere between 8 and 15 cents per kilowatt hour. That generally adds up to around $50 or $60 worth of power for that 2 week period, and
You can't beat that.
you really
Just
can't.
can't.
No, no.
Okay, so Shelby said if you tell CMO that you heard about it from OurEndeavor, CMO will track them down. So she hears.
Shelby, you're awesome. Okay, so if you call camp membership outlet, tell them that we sent you. They'll actually send us a little bit of.
Little bit. A little
As long
something.
as they don't charge
Something,
you any
something.
more for it, I'm okay
Yeah, a
with
little
that.
something, something.
Yeah.
And Keep on RVing says they try to upsell us at almost every stage.
Oh, yes.
But
Okay.
they think like you and I. The dues are so close to the past, not sure full membership is worth it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's the other thing that you do have to kind of get used to, especially going into the Encore parks for the trails collection. But the Thousand Trails also is you typically about 2 days into your stay at these places, you'll get a call from a very nice Thousand Trails sales representative, and they are always very nice. And just tell them that you're not interested,
You're
but
happy with what you
yeah,
have.
but they are always trying to upsell. They're always trying to make that deal. And these are sales agents, so they generally get paid on a commission. Every time that they make a sale, they get a
Little something.
little something, something. All right. So, of course, they're doing it more on the regular than we are, but it's okay. Yeah, you kind of get used to the sales calls. I will say there was one time, though, that we got a sales call that it was actually a good thing. And that is on the situation, or the membership that we've got now is a 4 year contract. And I think we are going on 3 years into it.
3 years into it.
So what they offered, because I told him, I said, I'm really not interested, thinking he was upselling us on the big membership.
Ones.
Yeah. And I said, I'm really not interested in the big membership. And he said, well, what if I could make you a better deal than what you've got?
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, now I'm listening. All right, let's hear what you've got. So we were paying $525 or $550 a year plus the trails collection. And they offered us a 4 year deal if we agreed to stay with it for 4 years at $450 a year. And you still had to pay the full rate, whatever the trails collection was.
Yeah, that
was
doesn't change.
And also at the time on our first, I had it for about 2 or 3 years before this, we were paying $3 a night at the different Thousand
Yeah,
Trails.
was one of the older memberships.
Yeah, which really wasn't bad. It came out to be $35, $36, something like that for a 2 week stay. Who wouldn't pay $36 to stay, at any one of these campgrounds? It was just fine with us. But now they were offering us $450 a year
And zero
and
nightly.
zero nightly. So all through the year we pay zip. Now, if you took the 141 nights that we stayed at parks during the
That would
last
add
year,
up.
yeah, that's four or
That
five
really
hundred
adds
dollars
up.
worth of extra money that they
That we got, yeah.
basically made us a better deal. So in that case, that sales agent um, really did us a big one, and
Yeah.
it got us a great deal. We had no doubt that we're going to be doing it for now and into the future. I mean, I really can't see
Yeah.
it changing.
Yeah.
So when they said, "Are you going to be doing this for more than 4 years?" Yes. Okay. Here's the deal we have to offer. So sometimes you do want to listen to those Thousand Trails sales pitches just to make sure and ask them, is this a better deal than what I got? So,
Yeah. The little 4-year deal was well worth it. We didn't upgrade any at all. We just got signed on for 4 more years and on the zone pass that we already had and paid less.
and paid less.
How can you not take that?
Yeah, I kind of felt guilty almost.
Guilty. Wow.
But yeah, that only lasted like the first hour, and then after that, no. Oh, we are coming up on the last 3 minutes, guys. We got any other questions out there?
Lots of thumbs up.
Lots of,
Whoa Nelly says, compared to a mortgage on a house, it sounds worth it.
right? Yes. I
All
do,
right.
thank you for the thumbs up out there, you guys. I appreciate it. I really enjoy being here with you guys. It's one of the things we look forward to all week, and we start thinking about the next Sunday live when we're coming up, probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure where we're going to be for the next live.
Wow.
We will see. We will see. But how about YouTube channels? We got new people out there. YouTube channels. If you got a YouTube channel, put the comment out there. Don't be shy. Put it out there. We'll give you a shout out. I think we have subscribed to everybody out there that we've seen so far. But
Keep on RVing. We are checking into 1,000 Trails for 14 days tomorrow.
awesome,
It
awesome.
will be the 3-stay in Texas.
Ooh, Texas is next winter. We're looking forward to that. So you'll have to come back and share with us how Texas has been.
Your brother says it won't be a true live until Dave says,
Whoa, Nelly. Oh, we love those guys. We ran into them at Quartzsite, and I just love their name. I think those guys are great. It's Brian and Lucy.
yes, and you
Yeah.
guys are going to have to figure out a way to get back at him. I'm telling you.
What an advertising pitch for our YouTube channel, though. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Your
So
brother says, LOL, awesome.
yeah.
Ken and Kathy are here. Thumbs up.
Ken,
Nelly
Kathy.
says, LOL, thank you. To your brother.
Oh. Well, that's going to wrap this one up. I think we got about 45 seconds left. Give you one more shot of the stickers. Remember, if you want one of our stickers, just send us an email. Let us know. Send us your address. Here's the stickers. If you didn't see it from earlier, how is that? There you go. And we get March 10th. We will be happy to send those out. Anybody that requests one. And we're looking forward to getting our stickers. We'll finally be official,
Excited.
right? And
I'm
all that
excited.
artwork is Miss Karen's work. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Mm,
you're welcome.
yes. Well, I think it's going to wrap it up, guys. You guys have a good night and a good week. We will see you next week from wherever the hell we are.
We haven't decided, but we'll figure it out.
We will. Bye, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Yes. Good night.
Tom and Laura say, see ya.
See ya
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh, love it.
That's right.